Putin News Now. In Altai, Putin's home caught fire. A fire broke out at the Altai mansion of Russian President Vladimir Putin, according to Serena on Telegram. According to the news source, the fire nearly gutted one of the structures. Serena published a photo showing a massive fire that had spread to Putin's mansion. According to the journalists, the mansion was actually a Gazprom sanatorium complex posing as a residential. In 2010, details regarding the sanatorium's clandestine construction began to surface. According to Gazprom, the sanatorium was essential for corporate gatherings, meetings with commercial partners, and hosting international guests. Russian opposition figures in the area have long maintained that the head of the Kremlin is associated with this complex. Media reports have also hinted that Putin may use the location as a landing pad for one of his bunkers in the event of a COVID epidemic. Prior to that, the site of Vladimir Putin's bunkers was known to the main intelligence directorate, according to Andriy Yusov, a representative of the NID of the Ukrainian Defense Intelligence Agency, who made the announcement last week. Yusov remained tight-lipped on how many bunkers belong to the Kremlin boss. Recent remarks by French President Emmanuel Macron supporting Ukraine's right to neutralize Russian military installations. Macron expressed a position that elicited conflicting reactions in the midst of continuing missile attacks on Ukrainian territory. A number of allies are calling for a tougher military stance toward Russia, while others are trying to avoid escalating tensions by playing it safe with a nuclear-armed enemy. We must grant the Ukrainians permission to destroy the missile launch sites, but we will not permit them to strike residential or military areas. During a joint appearance with German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, Macron emphasized that doing this would not escalate the situation. Any deployment of Western weaponry must occur within the framework of international law, as Scholz more soberly put it. Josep Borrell, the EU High Representative for Foreign Affairs, has acknowledged the deep disagreements within the bloc on the topic, reflecting this contradiction throughout the European Union. While the Baltic states, Poland, Finland, and the United Kingdom are prepared for Ukraine to attack Russian targets, Italy and Germany are afraid of crossing a strategic line with Russia. It is clear that the current discussions are very important because President Vladimir Putin has warned of severe consequences. With all seriousness, the Russian leader staked the blame for any Ukrainian strikes inside Russian territory on Western armament dealers and warned smaller European nations of playing a risky game. To ensure the long-term viability of Ukraine's military, President Volodymyr Zelensky has been an active participant in this international conversation, requesting authorization to attack Russian bases without jeopardizing the support of partner nations. Increased training for Ukrainian fighters, tweeted Estonian Defense Minister Hanno Pevkur, echoing comments across the Baltic Sea. Permit the Ukrainian military to attack Russian military installations. Restricting Ukraine's military reaction too much could weaken its defensive capabilities, according to NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg, who weighed in. The recent decision by Belgium to provide F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine, with the stipulation that they not fly over Russian territory, highlights the complex balancing act that states are engaging in. Estonian Prime Minister Pevkur earlier Tuesday called for a doubling of the present goal of 60,000 Ukrainian military trained by the European Union.